Who decides how Indian universities function? Parliament, the government, or one regulator sitting in Delhi? This question exploded into a national controversy recently. Not in politics, not in courts, but through a notification issued by the University Grants Commission or UGC. UGC isn't a ministry. It's a statutory body created under the UGC Act of 1956. Its job is to regulate standards, fund universities, and ensure quality in higher education. But here's the catch. UGC makes rules that directly affects thousands of institutions and millions of students. And that power is exactly what's under scrutiny right now. In January 2026, UGC notified new equity regulations aimed at preventing discrimination on campuses. The intent was inclusion. The reaction was outrage. However, critics argued that these rules expanded regulatory power without clear safeguards, blurred the lines between grievance redressal and punishment, and weakened institutional autonomy. That's when protests started. A bureaucrat resigned, and a technical regulation became a political storm. This controversy raises a deeper governance question. Education is in the concurrent list. That means both center and states have a say. But when a central regulator issues binding rules, how much space is left for the universities and the states? This isn't a debate about equity versus equality, it's about the policy design. Can a regulation succeed without stakeholder consultation? Can intention replace due process? Can regulators reform institutions without over centralizing power? Because this is not just a UGC issue, it reflects a larger pattern in governance. Strong regulators, ambitious reforms, and growing tension between control and autonomy. So the UGC role isn't just about campuses or committees. It's about how India balances reform with federalism, equity with fairness, and regulation with freedom. And that balance is what makes or breaks the institutions. If you like understanding institutions beyond the textbooks, subscribe to Quick Projects, where policy meets real perspective.